Hello. So we are here at the Saturn V Center out at Kennedy Space Center, and this particular area that we are in right now is called the Rocket Tree Garden, which has a really interesting little thing. All of these trees that you see around here, one of the astronauts actually took a bunch of seeds up to the moon with him on his mission, and then planted them all around the US, and then these trees are descendants of those trees. But this has all of the Apollo missions. This would be Apollo 1, which unfortunately all of the astronauts as part of that ended up passing away in the test of the capsule. This was Apollo 7, which was the first official mission to the moon, or return to space. We have Apollo 8, getting rained on, which has one of my personal favorite astronauts, which is James Lovell, or Jim Lovell, as he is more commonly known. Well, yeah. Apollo 9. Apollo 10. Which, just a little thing, each of the command modules and lunar modules all had their own names. This one was Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Apollo 11, which was our first moon landing. Something just dropped over there. We have Apollo 12. And then we're coming up to my personal favorite Apollo mission, which is Apollo 13. Which is considered the successful failure of all of the Apollo missions. And if you do not know anything about the Apollo 13 mission, definitely go and do some research on it. It's a really incredible thing to learn about. It's my personal favorite because, well, number one, that was the first Apollo mission I had ever actually did a deep dive on, and because everything about that mission in particular went wrong. Anything that could go wrong went wrong, except for the astronauts making it back alive. This is Apollo 14. As a little aside on Apollo 13, it is my personal opinion that if one of the astronauts that was supposed to go up to the moon with them had not gotten falsely diagnosed with the measles, we would be listening to a very, very different story. We got Apollo 15. Speaking of said astronaut, Apollo 16 with Ken Mattingly, or would be right there. And
Mattingly apparently, from the ground here on Earth, communicated and saved the Apollo 11 boys and made them 13 boys and made them come back home.
He worked tirelessly along with all of the people on the ground with the Apollo 13 crew, and if they didn't sleep, he didn't sleep. He made a way for them to get back home safely, and yeah, call it what you will. And then our last Apollo mission, which is Apollo 17. Yeah. And then we have the official Apollo program, patch, symbol, whichever, and what is the statues for the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 mission. which we learned today has a very interesting thing. If you look, you see they're kind of looking up at an angle. The angle that they are sitting at directly looks out to the launch pad that they ended up launching from.
You can't see it from here, but it's that way.
Yeah, it's all the way out there. It's currently covered by a tree, but that's okay. But Apollo is my personal favorite space program, so I have a lot of useless knowledge about that. Yeah. Well, we'll see you when we get back inside, huh?